Do you really think that they want to settle down with the average guy? We can do it right now.
It's a dumb question because nobody wants average. Like even an average guy, given like the opportunity, wouldn't want the average woman. Everybody wants above average.
Would be happy,
but I think there are a lot of, if you go talk to normal people outside of like the world of YouTube, there are lots of average men with average women. Most people date and marry within their class, within their education, within their race, within their geographic region. That happens to like 95% of people around the world. Like, yeah, of course.
Why are marriage rates declining so much, and why are
marriage rates declining for a whole bunch of reasons that don't have to do with the one-dimensional analysis of a woman, the celebrity one time on Instagram, and now she won't go back with another guy.
It's not just the celebrity thing, but it's all of hypergamy. That's why there's less marriage. People are like, don't know how to settle.
Hypergamy has nothing to do with marriage. You're playing the game again where you're saying one guy a lot of women is the same as one guy dates a lot of women. Hypergamy doesn't keep women out of the dating
market. It's bigger
than
just the celebrity thing. It's Tinder, it's social media. People think that they have so many options now because of our phone. It's not just
okay, newsflash, because men don't know this. Women have always had a lot of options.
Always.
Since the year zero, every single woman has been offered by every single guy they talk to.
Yes. Now they talk to 1,000 guys a day.
That doesn't matter. Since you're 11 years old, you got guys that are hitting on you constantly. Hold on. Men see Tinder today, and they're like, oh my God, a woman can open her phone and find 100 guys. Bro, in 1980, a woman could walk outside and find 100 guys. It's not new.
No, you're right. However, there's scale. Before, they have to go outside and find the guys. Now they could be in their home, on a plane. And it's like, for example, in this case, the skill is different. It's global.
It's not global for 99% of people. A girl going in Kansas City is not getting flown out to Dubai.
Yes, she is, bro.
No. Today, you guys are wild. You guys are wild.
You're coping, man.
Hold on, I just want to hear, for the record, for you three to answer this, what percentage of college women do you think are being flown around the world? I want to hear from all three of you.
If I have to argue,
I want to hear.
Off of like probability wise, if I argue, maybe like 30, 40, 50.
Holy shit.
That's a high number. That's a high number.
Let him answer.
So I can answer this question properly. Does she live on campus and she's a college student?
Yeah.
Then she's going to go ahead and settle for the top guys on her college campus.
Okay, so geography, class, so the thing I said earlier. What if she's staying at home? Yeah, I said that people tend to date within their
Like, you got to remember, a typical university is going to have kids from all over the country.
Okay, say it's a state school in Iowa. Are those girls getting flown to Dubai?
Off season, they can be.
Okay, 40%? Is that what you said?
Well, globally speaking, but I'm just saying, like, for example,
you understand that's the actual number is like less than 0.1%, right?
Of girls getting flown out?
Of girls getting flown out, guys from normal girls.
Little.
Very little.
It's very little. I'm from Vegas and now in Miami. Never done that.
Have you ever been flown out?
No.
You've never been flown out?
I mean, Destiny, I don't think the point here. I don't think the important thing here is to establish of girls getting flown out. It's that the opportunity is there, and on top of that, if you're going to use college girls, for example, right? Because I've talked about this with college campuses, etc. Most of the women gravitate towards the highest status men. Who are these guys? The sports guys.
Not for dating. The top guys aren't dating all the women.
Yeah, the thing is,
they want that guy, and they think they can date that guy. Yeah. So it's difficult for them to go backwards when they have an influx of options. Here's the thing.
Wait, go ahead. Finish it.
Here's the thing. So I get what you're saying, that, you know, girls have been getting hit on since the 80s and everything else like that. The difference is scale, right? So if a girl has a basic internet profile, right, and she's somewhat attractive and has some Instagram or maybe even a Tinder or a Bumble, etc., she is going to have hundreds, if not thousands of options, whereas 20, 30 years ago, before the advent of social media and the internet, she would have had to go outside to get that same level. She would have had to put herself together, go to a nightclub, put herself in a social situation, etc. But nowadays, she could sit at home, put some pictures up, and get the same level of attention, if not 10 times more, from men all over the country, all over the world. Now, am I saying that every girl's going to bite on it and actually get flued out by some blue star, blue check rapper? No. But that goes a lot to her psyche as to, okay, I'm getting hit up by this caliber of man. I probably deserve this caliber of man to some degree. This is why most women nowadays don't want to date average guys.
The standards have been raised, and you know that.
The standards have been raised, but for a totally different reason.
And let me say one other thing
social media.
Here's the other part of it. So they're getting attention on the internet. Now here's the second part of it. I'm writing a whole book about feminism. Women make their own money now.
Yes, that's the reason. So, not the social media.
It's a two-pronged situation.
The working is way more.
It's a two-pronged thing. It's a multivariate situation. But feminism is also a large component, because with feminism, women make their own money. So they no longer have to saddle themselves with a loser that could provide, because they could provide it themselves. So if I can make my own money, and I want men as a choice, not necessarily a necessity like 50 years ago, I'm going to pick the best I can absolutely get and not settle for less, which is why a lot of women feel as though I make 100 grand per year. I'm attractive. I get attention. I want a top tier caliber guy. This is where a lot of women stand.
Sure. So firstly, the average like decently hot chick on a college campus does not have guys from all over the world in her DMs. That's an exceptional person. That's not the average person. That's not the average person.
I'm in DMs.
It's not the average. You guys are only seeing like the people that are reaching out to the shows or the people that are trying to blow their nose.
I'm in their DMs.
Maybe Sneeko is perusing Florida State University. Instagram. The average like pretty hot girls on Instagram are not like, I feel like you guys think that like 25% of girls like wake up in the morning, take some pictures of their feet for OnlyFans, make $500 doing that.
That's not right.
They get on Tinder, they get a free steak dinner, they go to class, they plan their Friday, Saturday around which guy is going to like fly around, and that's like a quarter of girls on college campuses. That's not how it's going. And then to what you were saying about how like, oh well, girls are, you know, the ones that aren't international, they're just the top guys on their college campuses. What's the difference between that now and over the past 100 years? There have always been like top men in every area of life. You're never in an area in life where it's just one guy and one girl and you're isolated from everybody else. You're always in jobs where there's our bosses and managers and CEOs. You're always in colleges or schools where there are top performing students or athletes. You're always in communities where there are the leaders of the community. Like this has always been the history of competing in society for women. There's nothing new today about that, aside from maybe some girls are in Instagram. But I don't think it's the 20 to 30 to 40% or whatever that Fresh said are getting flown around the world. That's insane.
What I'm saying is that it's opened up, and it used to be a dating marketplace where it was just localized. Now it's globalized. And I'm not saying they're actually going out and flying with these guys, but they have the option to do it. Yeah. And that does a lot for a person's psyche when they know this is the caliber of guy that's reaching out to me. You know, I'm gonna put that in my back pocket and use that validation to make myself feel a certain way. And this is why girls, again, in the book, I talk about this explicitly. Women on Tinder and Bumble, they spend several hours on the site. However, most girls never either don't swipe right or they never actually go on a date, but they spend a ridiculous amount of time on Tinder. Why? Well, it's because attention, validation helps boost their ego. A lot of girls I've seen create a Tinder account after getting broken up with just so they can feel better.
Yeah, I'm sure some people do
some
it.
guys do it too,
the problem is that we talk about
a lot of men do that too.
So overstated. The problem is so overstated. And then you feed these people these narratives. Yeah, people have this idea that like you're just in the dating where you can't compete.
Girls go on Tinder to get attention.
No,
big difference.
It's the same thing.
The guy goes on Tinder with the express intent of meeting the girl and having the girl. The girl goes on Tinder for the express intent of talking to that guy and never reciprocating physically.
Do you not know how many thirsty out there? Like a lot of girls go on there just
swipe right on Tinder 4.5% of the time.
Men's
Tell me
like
that's not them attention whoring, bro.
Look at a guy go on Tinder. This is what it looks like. Not the same for girls.
And they swipe right on 4.5, and the flake rate of that 4.5% is somewhere between 53 to 70%. Women flaking.
Unless if she does go on a date, she might get turned off. So nothing will happen.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.